I heard we're doing Hinge date horror stories. Since the app's getting deleted anyway, I figure I might as well tell my business. You know what I'm saying? No one's gonna know. The worst date I have ever been on in my fucking life. Let's go back, shall we? The year is 2021. I'm graduating. I'm a senior in college. Meet a guy online. He didn't go to my school, but he went to a school that was close to my school. Okay, so I felt safe. I'm like, okay, fellow college kid. Not serial killer, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, he was older than me as well. I think he was in his master's program. I'm graduating my senior year. On the app a little bit, cool vibes. Switch over to iMessage, cool vibes. We FaceTime a couple times, so I got a good feel for who he is, how he talks, what he's about. So eventually we schedule a day that we can go out on a date. I'm in school, I don't have a car. He has a car. So first mistake, he came to my school and picked me up, but I made sure I got picked up away from the dorm area just in case. I am smart. I'm dumb, but I'm smart. Okay, so I went by the educational side of where my campus is and got picked up there. Mind you, he didn't give me any details about the day. He's like, oh, I'm gonna take you out, we're gonna have a good time and vibe, blah blah blah. I get in the car. This man is elbows deep into his Chinese food that he ordered. Okay, he already had Chinese food. He was halfway in it as he's driving, eating his Chinese food. Okay. I was like, oh, were you hungry? He's like, yeah, no, my fault. Did you want something? You want some? I was like, no, I think I'm okay. Are we gonna go eat later? He's like, yeah, we're gonna eat. Let me just finish this real quick and we out. All right, okay. He's driving. Chinese food in his lap, fork in mouth, driving. We pull up into this assisted living complex into a parking lot, and he begins to roll up. He knew I didn't smoke. So I'm like, oh, you're rolling up? He's like, yeah, I like to roll up before I eat. He just ate, he just had Chinese food. The Chinese food was an appetizer, and now he needs to roll up to smoke. It wasn't hot outside, I remember that. So he hot boxes me in the car. He's smoking. Windows up, getting high. Off of his high, because the whole car is full of gas. I'm boofing. He's like, oh yeah, this probably wasn't a good idea. The restaurant I picked isn't probably gonna fuck with us because now we smell like weed. So I'm like, okay, let's just go somewhere else. He was like, actually, you know what would really hit right now? A McFlurry. Yeah. So guess where we went? McDonald's. Okay? Drive-through, because we don't want to go inside boofing. We get to the drive-through. It's a nice looking kid, young kid at the window. We pull up and he's like, hey, can I get 2 Oreo McFlurries? And then he looks over to me. He's like, you know what? These are mad sweet, so we should get a water with that. And he's like, and 2 waters. Oh, you want the cup or a bottle? And he was like, bottle. And then he said the total. He's like, that'll be blah, 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 blah. He looks over at me. He's like, damn. Since when did McDonald's get so expensive? He looks over to the guy. He's like, for 2 waters and 2 McFlurries is that much? He started arguing with the guy, saying, oh, last week I came here and it was this price, and now you're trying to tell me it's this. I was like, oh, I was embarrassed. I was looking at him. I'm like, I'm sorry. He looks over at me. He's like, do you really need water? You can share if anything. I said, yeah, I don't need the water. I don't need the water. Actually, I did need the water because my throat is getting dry. My mouth is, I'm high, okay? But it's fine. I don't want any conflict. I don't need the water that bad, okay? 2 McFlurries, 1 water. That he ends up drinking the whole thing, by the way. I didn't even get a sip. It's fine. I don't want to drink after you. You're scary. For me to see him go from a 0 to a 10 on this poor little kid at the cash register really got me scared. We finished our McFlurries. I'm thinking the night's over. I'm like, yeah, this was fun. I need to go back. I'm just pooped. And he's like, oh, really? You want to go back right now? I'm like, yeah, can you take me back to my dorm? I have the maps on my phone, making sure he drives me back to campus. I need to make sure he's not gonna make any left turns. I'm scared. You're scaring me. So we're driving. We pass my dorm. And he says, I kind of don't want this night to end. Stay tuned for part 2.
Girl, is there a part 2? So there's not a part 2, but I've seen this before. I don't know if it was on Sasha. Is it Sasha? Sasha or Jody? I don't remember who it was, but I was at the gym. I remember I was at the gym and I heard this story. I was just like, this is wow, Fred. This is wow. What do you mean he picked you up on campus? Because I don't know about your campus, but my campus, the way I was on my campus, remind you, I pledged. So everybody knew me. So anyone could find out which hall I live in. You wildin' out. I would not dare. But the rest of the story is, he did not want to end the date. Dropped her off at a bridge, I think it was. Girl, I didn't forget. It was just, well, it was early in the morning. Anyway, however the story went, shit. Look, me trying to tell you made me forget the story. Dang. Did somebody throw up? Girl, I forgot the story. Go to her TikTok, because it's crazy, because I remember the story, but I just remembered how it ended, and then I tried to tell you, and I just could not remember to tell you. But yeah, go to her TikTok, follow her. Like I said, I would not have got them to pick me up, but no. Yep. Because I was just thinking about when I was in college. When I was in college, Lyft just became a thing. Like, that just became a thing. That was just like, when somebody said, oh, I drive for Lyft, I was just like, what is that? Like, I feel scared for you. Like, when my friends used to tell me that, I drive for Lyft, and I was just like, I don't know what that is. Like, that's a little creepy, because, like, if y'all do not know, I went to school in the mountains, and that was, like, a thing freshman year. Like, it was a thing, but it was not a thing. Like, they stopped it before it was a thing. Like, people were getting picked up by, strangers. Like, this one girl got picked up by this stranger, this guy, and yeah, it was a whole thing. But they nipped it in the bud before it became a thing. I love my school for that, because if you ever go to my school, well, maybe not now, but when I went, because now they done built up some shit on my tuition money, use my tuition money to give these spoiled little brats everything that I wanted, bruh. They got a whole Chili's on campus. You know how many times I went to Chili's in the whole city over just because? Girl, bah. Don't get me started on that mess, because they got so much new stuff now that I just don't understand. Now they have little robots that deliver your food. I lived on top of the mountain. Had to walk all the way down to get food. Girl, don't get me started. Anyway, back in the day, my campus there was back roads that were just dark. Like, it's like the back road, and then there's a mountain that goes straight up that you usually have to curve up on the street, but there's like back ways that you can get to the campus. Like, it was creepy, because there was no lights on the back way. Oh, it was just crazy, and everybody was so scared and worried for me, and I was just like, do you know where I grew up? Like what? Basically, friend, he was cheap. Now, I knew he was cheap when you said he pulled up with Chinese food. He pulled up with food already and didn't think about you. It'd be different if he had Chinese food for you as well, then had a picnic blanket and candles and all this other stuff to do, like a little cute date on a hill somewhere. That'd be cute. Still reading broke, but it was the thought that counted. That was it. It was the thought. But yeah, friend, no, he was broke. And then hot box with you in the car, you could have got out. He literally could have smoked before you got there or gotten out. Like, I don't care how cold it is. And the fact I low-key hate it. Low-key hate it, because I've been that cheap person, especially if I've been somewhere and I know the price was this and you're out here raising the price. It's like, wait a second, but I'm not going to do that on the first date. That's wild. And the same prices are high at McDonald's says a lot, but I haven't been to McDonald's in years, so I don't know how much stuff is. Like, back in the day, I used to know exactly how much stuff was. Like, I worked at McDonald's. I got a scholarship from McDonald's, so I knew exactly how much everything was. You could say your order, I tell you exactly how much it is to the cents, bruh. So that's lame. He was asking about prices at McDonald's, because it's like, it's McDonald's. Like, McDonald's is known to be cheap, so it'd be weird. But if I went to McDonald's now and the prices was different from back then, what was that, two years ago? If I get in that drive-thru and can't get a large fry for $2.12, and instead of a large fry being $2.12, it's $5.12. Oh yeah. I would have a problem too. I'd be like, what the fuck just happened? But if I'm on a first date and it's just a McFlurry and a water, first of all, who's getting a bottle of water? Maybe I am cheap, but I ain't going nowhere and buying a bottle of water. If I'm not at Carowinds, why am I buying a bottle of water? No, get that cup. It's 25 cents. Get that. So maybe I would. okay, baby, I would. But I would like, it's not a part of my order. That's crazy. That's like going to a restaurant and getting salad, and that's what it irks my nerves a lot. Because the other day I went to the Zaxby's and she was like, "Can you give me a salad?" And I was just like, everything on that salad we had in the refrigerator, and I was just like, I just paid $10 for a salad, and we have all the ingredients in the refrigerator, girl. I was like, this is the last time I buy you a salad. You better be glad. You my mama. I'd do anything for you. However, a salad again? Not buying you a salad again. That's wild to me, friend. And we ain't going to the Salad Chicks. Is that what it's called? Salad Chicks? Chick Salads? Whatever that place is called. Girl, bye. But yeah, friend. It was a lot of no's. He seemed like a lame. We all know the type he was. And we all experienced that when we were in our 20s. We all did. So yeah. Friend, no judgment. Glad you learned.
I think I'm officially done dating because tell me why. I'm on this date, right? No, it's just my luck. Okay. So we're talking, like we're getting to know each other, right, on the first date. It's going really well. And we're talking about our family life and like what we want in life and all these things. I'm like, oh, period, like some substance, right? To like a good conversation. And he's really cute, and we're getting along, like, really well. And then religion and, like, faith comes up, right? So I'm talking about how I'm, like, getting into that and, like, or closer to my faith with God and all that. And then he literally, after I say everything that I have to say, he goes, oh, yeah, and I practice Santeria. Huh? What do you mean you practice Santeria right now, sir? The way I grabbed my cross when after he said that, and we were in his car, right? So I'm just like, oh. And by the way, like, if you guys don't know what that is, I don't really know what that is, but I know it's crazy. And they sacrifice animal, and they he literally also said that. Well, him and his whole family, and then, oh my God, I'm so scared to go see this and curse me. And please don't, Jesus, please. And his whole family is like, they do that, and I was like, oh. And then he also said, yeah, like when I pray, like we pray through the spirits, and the spirits come through us, and like they start talking through us, and I was like, I'm gonna have to clock out and go home right now. Please take me home. And I was like this. I was like, oh, really? Interesting. But that's how my dating life is going. And he wants to hang out again. But I was like, oh, I'll see you. Maybe. Bye. I don't know. So that's how my dating life is. Like, I think that's a sign to just focus on myself. I keep trying to date here and there. And maybe, make something work. I think this is a sign from God to just be like, chill. Do something on your own. You're okay.
Yo, dating people who practice stuff that you don't practice or even know what it is, it's just like, we'd have to do research on your practices. That's a problem. Girl, tell me why the other day I found out that, the Catholic cross they be doing, found out that it's an upside down crucifix. Clocking it. Because when I thought about it, I was like, bro, because they start from the head to the heart. And it's like, I guess to the heart. And then they cross like around the shoulder area. And it's just like, did they know? But the video I was watching, because I watched a lot of, y'all heard of Perky? I watched Perky. I watched Eye Track. They were just like, no, they know. Like, the heads know, the Pope knows, and all this stuff. And I'm just like, girl, the more you know. We need to start questioning stuff. I know I probably got some Catholics following me. Did you know that? Do you think that? What's your thoughts? Like, but I want to know what y'all know. But yeah, friend, I so I'm just thinking about sangria, and I'm just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know, but I'm trying to explain how I would move in that situation, because not necessarily, but some situations could be bad. It can be bad, but also it can be good at the same time. If it's just like, ooh, that's a tricky situation. I can't date somebody who doesn't believe the same things I believe and practice the same practices I believe. So that'll be a little different. It would be like, I don't, So yeah, friend. While we in their car. Why we in their car before we talked about religion? Like, that should be like the first 21 questions. If you're playing 21 questions, that should be in there. Like politics, religion, like the way you were raised, like any abuse or anything. Like the core things that will affect you the rest of your life and the kids that you'll bring into this life if you do. The things gotta line up, So yeah, friend. Yeah.
I did a background check on a man mid-date. Like, have you ever been on a date where it's just like, I'm not even gonna call that a date, because that wasn't a date, where you're just like, you know what, I need to look you up, because this is just, you played, sir. Like, you very much played, okay? And he wasn't crazy, but he definitely played. So how I met this man is so crazy. So we were Facebook friends for like 4 years. My whole high school, I used to talk to this guy on Facebook, right? Not exclusively, child. But whatever the case, I lived in Jacksonville, he lived in West Palm. I ended up going to school in Miami. So that's just like, I was only like 45 minutes away from him. So once I moved to Miami for school, he ended up coming to see me and we went on our first date, y'all. The date was terrible. And we never spoke again. Deleted each other on Facebook, deleted each other or unfollowed each other on Instagram, and we never spoke again. Okay. Fast forward, I'm 24, I'm back living in Miami, and I'm posting all over my WhatsApp story because I'm talking to Caribbean men and they use WhatsApp, and he ends up seeing it, right? So he hits me up and he's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you were back in Miami. Like, I would have been taking you on a date. Like, let me take you out. We can do Taco Tuesday on Tuesday. It's like a Saturday that he's writing me this. So I'm like, okay, period. Let's take me on a date. And I love a good Taco Tuesday. I love a good margarita. So that was Saturday. Sunday, I don't hear from him. Monday, I don't hear from him. Tuesday, all day, I don't hear from him. And like 2 hours before, he calls me, he FaceTimes me, and he's like, oh, are you getting ready? Like, are you coming? And I'm like, dude, no, you ain't even hit me up. Like, plans was not confirmed, in my opinion. But he's like, oh, no, come. Like, I thought like we were all set to go. So against my better judgment, I went. Now, he sent me their little Taco Tuesday flyer. I didn't even look up the restaurant to like see what they had. Like, I normally look up menus. I normally like look up pictures to get vibes. I don't know why. Maybe because it was like last minute. Now I'm like, okay, I'm going. I need to hurry up and get dressed. So he sent me the flyer, and all I looked at was the address. Now, once I pulled up, I realized that this was not, Taco Tuesday Mexican style where we get nice margaritas and we finna sit and eat tacos. This was Taco Tuesday Black people style. Okay, I pull up and I see red and blue flashing lights, strobe lights. I'm like, they're in here partying. I hear a DJ. I can look because they have both doors open. I can see hookah. I'm like, this is not no date. Like, I'm not going on a date right now. So I text him in. I'm like, okay, I'm outside. Where you at? And he's like, oh, come in. And I'm like, come in. Like, why are you not coming to get me and walking me in with you? Like, what's going on? But I'm like, maybe you got a table. Like what's up? Like, I wasn't feeling that. So the restaurant had like 2 doors. I could see into the first door, and it's like the bar, and I see some tables with hookah. And then the back door side, I could see it's like the open like dance floor or whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna go through the back door so I'll see him before he sees me, right? So I walk in and I'm looking around. I'm looking at the tables. It's not that big of a place. I don't see him. So I sit down and I'm getting ready to text him, and then I hear the DJ come over the mic, and I look at the DJ, and he's the DJ. Sir, what? So I'm like, okay, this is not a date. You invited me to Taco Tuesday. You didn't tell me you was the DJ. I'm texting my sister like, girl, guess what? I'm texting my homegirl like, should I just leave? And I go back to the flyer, right? And so on the flyer it says music by, and then I guess it's his DJ name. But because I knew him pre this, I only knew him by his first name. So he probably sent me that flyer and thought that I knew that he was going to be the DJ because it said music by his name. But I didn't know that was his DJ name. I only knew his government name. So then I go look up his Instagram and his Facebook to like, let me see what this dude has got going on, because clearly I don't know him. And I see as a child, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even date men with kids. But he didn't want to date me, he just wanted to smash. And then the baby's like young, and I'm just like, why did I not do my research? Like, what is going on? And I'm just sitting here looking stupid. This man is DJing and I'm sitting at a table by myself. So then I'm like, let me do a background check on him. Like, since I can't sit and get to know him, because I thought I was going on a date to get to know somebody, let me just do the background check myself. And the site that I use for the background checks, y'all, it don't just tell you like if they've been arrested or anything like that. It don't just tell you like where they previously lived. That junk will tell you if, they went to traffic court, if they sued somebody, if their name was in any law, court case, family court, child support. It will tell you everything, y'all. So I'm sitting here looking, like, pulling this man's background check, because I'm like, since I can't get to know you, like, you tricked. I was bamboozled. And I'm texting my sister and my homegirl, I'm like, should I just leave? And so I text him, I'm like, I'm going through the background check. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna just leave. So I text him. I was like, I'm about to go. I didn't leave.
You didn't leave, friend. Honestly, I wouldn't have left. I mean, I would have ate my tacos and find out if he was a good DJ. That says a lot. Like, what we work with? What? Have my margarita? I would have took myself out on a date on your expense. Since you the DJ, all of this is about to be on you. Cause what? Girl, bye. Speaking of Taco Tuesday, it's Tuesday night and I'm missing Taco Tuesday. We had this taco place here that is just like that, but it's ran by Hispanics, but they lit. They are freaking lit, bruh. All the black people be in there and they be playing black music and the tacos be on it. Like, when you first get there, everybody's trying to eat. Like, okay, fine with the music, but I'm trying to eat and get my margarita. Like, literally, it be packed in there. Everybody eating. After they get done eating, they get lit. Well, while they're eating. And, oh, the food is, well, I don't know. I've never had the food, but it be packed up in there. Black people be all up in there with tacos and margaritas, and they be like, ah. Like, literally, I should have went out tonight. But, you know, it's about to be an eating day in like a few minutes. It's going to be Wednesday and I'm going to eat. And it's so crazy because it's just like living life or eating. And eating just outweighs living life, bro. I just be like, nah, I was supposed to go out last Saturday, but I was just like, shoot, would I rather go out or eat all this good food that my mama done made, bro? I was like, let me eat because I could have went out and then ate afterwards. But it's just like, why go out when I can spend those hours that I would be out eating? Like, you know, I was just like, let's smoke a little bit and eat up everything in the kitchen. So that's what I did. But no, friend, why? Okay, so y'all made this date on Saturday and you had until Tuesday. We talked about that consistent communication up until the date. Like, I need to hear from you. We need to be talking every single day, every single moment, up until I'm in front of you. Like, that's what we need to be doing, bruh. And first of all, why are you even going on a date with him when you went on a date and it was a bad date? Why are we giving him a second date? Like, I don't understand that. Like, why do we think that things were going to change just after a few years? Like, I've never seen that people change after a few years. Their core person is usually still their core person, or maybe people can change, but I haven't witnessed the core of someone changing for a few years. Like, girl, it was Saturday. You had Sunday, Monday. You had 2 days and 3 days if you're counting Saturday to look this dude up. Do your research, find out what he got going on. Like, he have a kid now. Like, a lot of things have changed. Well, shoot, he could have changed and matured since he had a kid. I hear that happens when you have kids. Your priorities are supposed to change. They're supposed to change. But you could have looked all that information up. Girl, this was kind of your fault, friend. This was kind of I'm sorry to say it, but you know, I be trying to be on the storyteller's side. However, there were so many mistakes that were, I mean, maybe it's not a mistake. It's just not how I would have done it. I wouldn't have done it like that. Like, friend, why? And he sends you a flyer. When somebody sends me a flyer, I don't know if it's because I used to be a party girl, but I automatically think, oh, this is a party. This is a promotion. They are promoting this restaurant. It's not even a restaurant. When I see a flyer, I think it's a club. I automatically think it's a club. This is what's going on. Like, something, they're hosting something here, or they're doing something related to this club, and they want me to come and show up because they're getting paid, like, you know, to host and all this stuff. So yeah, that would have been my thing. You see somebody's name on the hosting. Am I the only one who gets a flyer and see a host name and I look them up on Instagram to see, oh, how they host? Like, how the DJ about to be? Especially if I go to a club or go on a club website. There's a gay club here. I know y'all heard me talk about it. I don't look at who the DJ is because I already know it's going to be a hot DJ. The DJs they have, I know about them. But if I'm going somewhere new, I do go on their website. That's when I went clubbing with my cousin. I went to the website of the places that she recommended. And we didn't even go to the one, like, what, No, we did go to the one she recommended, and I was just like, I don't know about this, and I was right to think that. But I look at their website. Usually, they tell you who's the DJ for the night is. At least where I go, in my town, they tell you who the DJ is, and I go look at their Instagram and listen to their music. Most of the DJs here in my town, they're on the radio. They're on the black station, so you can hear them late night, like right about now. They're playing their music now. Usually it's the music they're playing in the club or whatever. So I would have had the information. Like, I would have known this is who this was and what this was. You wouldn't have got me with the okie doke, because what? I don't know, friend. Yeah, I would have did my research, because, you know, I'm a research baddie. Like, with the degree I have, with the major I was, that's all you really did was do research and experiments and all that other stuff. So yeah, I would have did my research. I wonder if she made a part 2. She probably didn't, since TikTok was bad. But do go and see her. Follow all of the, what are they called? Go follow all the influencers. I was like, what are they called? The store that messed me up. I want some tacos. It's about to be that time to eat, bro. But follow all the creators, like this video, and subscribe.